final question we're going to go over is question number 7. The following diagram shows the chord AB in a circle of radius 8 centimetres, where AB is equal to 12. The question says to find the area of the shaded segment. So, for a segment in a circle, the first thing you need to do is find the area of the sector. Sector is like a pizza slice. Once you've found the area of the sector, you then need to find the area of the triangle. Finally, once you've found the area of the triangle, you are going to be able to minus them together to get the area of the segment. We have gone over this in school. But because this is 7 marks, you need to do a lot more steps. It's already defined where the 12 centimetres is, but we also need to add the 8 centimetres. So choose a point near the middle and you need to create the radius of 8 centimetres. Now this is the challenging part of the question, getting started. We now have 8 centimetres, and indeed we have 12 centimetres. So actually, finding our triangle is looking pretty good, because to find the area of a triangle, you need half AB, which we've got, sine C. C is something we don't have. Similarly, for the sector, we don't have C. So the next part of the problem is to work out, well, what is C going to be? I'm going to draw out the triangle, and this will help me out. 8, 8, 12. Now, like before, we need to see if we can circle any sides with angles. We want to find out what this angle is here. So we've got one pair, but if we try and circle the 8 with either of these, it's not going to help us in finding these angles, because we don't know what these angles are. We know that these angles are going to be the same, but we don't know what they're going to be. So the most logical thing to use is the cosine rule. And there are different ways of doing this, but I'm going to show you with the cosine rule. And this is partially because we've got side, side, side. So in the formula booklet, it says the following. Cos of C is equal to A squared plus B squared minus C squared over 2C. Now, I would like you to go to your formula booklet now and pause the video and see what error is with this equation. Welcome back. Hopefully you noticed the error was that this must be AB. Now, we need to label each of the relevant sides. So we're going to label this A, B, and this C. And the reason why is because the C's reflect the angle in this problem. Basically, I can set up this formula so that the angle is always going to be on the left-hand side, isolated by its own. So if I change the equation to A, then I would label this as A. But if this was changed to A, I'd also have to change the A to a C and the C to an A. So I think the easiest way of doing these problems is to copy down the exact formula from your formula booklet and then make your triangle relate to these letters. Let me know if you want further clarification. Now we need to substitute in the relevant parts. We're going to get 8 squared plus 8 squared minus 12 squared over 2 times A times B. 2 times A times B is going to be 128. We then need to find the inverse. So you find cos to the power of minus 1 of everything in the brackets. So it's going to be 64 plus 64, which would be the following. 128 minus 144 divided by 128. This is going to give us, as expected, an angle 97.1807 degrees. Now, using this angle, we can go back to this formula, which is the sector minus the triangle gives us the segment. The sector, therefore, is going to be the area of this particular pizza slice. As done already in the exam, we are going to have the following. Angle, which is 97.1807, it's best not to round it yet, over 360, times pi radius squared, which is given in the formula booklet, minus the area of a triangle, this is the area of the triangle, also given in the formula booklet, minus 1/2 of AB sine C. So AB is going to be the sides which encase the angle in between them, so it's going to be 8, 8 and C, which is 97, half 8 times 8 times sine of 97, and then typing that into your calculator, you will get the answer. What I would recommend for this particular question is to make sure you type in this first part and this second part, because it's worth 7 marks. So the more workings out you show, the more likely you're going to do well in the exam. When you finish the question, you will work out that the area of the segment is 22.5, and because it's an area, it's centimetres squared. This is the final question. I hope you found some of this useful, and let me know in class if you'd like any further